In a small town shrouded in mystery lived a reclusive writer named Samuel. With his unkempt hair and a perpetually gloomy expression, Samuel was known for his uncanny ability to craft bone-chilling horror stories. His tales were so vividly terrifying that readers often found themselves immersed in a world of terror and despair. But little did they know, there was a horrifying secret behind Samuel's gift. Samuel resided in an old, creaky house nestled deep within the woods. The dimly lit rooms were filled with stacks of weathered books, each one containing a story that had materialized into reality. The townsfolk whispered about the eerie occurrences surrounding Samuel, and the chilling truth that his stories were not mere works of fiction. One fateful night, as the moon cast an ominous glow upon the ink-stained pages, Samuel sat hunched over his desk, deep in thought. The scratching of his pen echoed through the silence as he meticulously crafted a new tale, oblivious to the weight of his words. In his story, a malevolent spirit haunted an unsuspecting family, tormenting them with its macabre presence. Samuel's imagination conjured vivid descriptions of ghostly apparitions, blood-curdling screams, and inexplicable horrors that lurked in the shadows. Unbeknownst to him, each word etched onto the paper ignited a malevolent force, slowly bridging the gap between fiction and reality. As the last sentence flowed from his pen, a chill ran down Samuel's spine. The room grew unnaturally cold, and the faint sound of whispers filled the air. A sense of dread hung heavy, suffocating his thoughts. He peered out of the window, only to see the moon obscured by a foreboding blanket of clouds. Suddenly, a spectral figure materialized before him, emanating an otherworldly glow. It was the very embodiment of the malevolent spirit he had conjured. Samuel's heart raced, and panic consumed him as he realized the terrible power his words held. The lines between his stories and reality had blurred, and he was trapped in a nightmare of his own creation. The vengeful spirit, now freed from the confines of the written word, began its reign of terror upon Samuel. His house became a twisted labyrinth, shifting and contorting with each step he took. The once familiar hallways morphed into winding tunnels, leading him deeper into a realm of unimaginable horror. Every story he had ever written manifested itself, tormenting him with relentless ferocity. Creatures from the darkest corners of his mind stalked his every move, their haunting cries reverberating through the night. Samuel's sanity crumbled under the weight of his own creations, and his screams were swallowed by the abyss. Days turned into an eternity as Samuel fought for his life within the twisted realm of his stories. His torment knew no respite, and his hope dwindled with each passing moment. The line between author and protagonist had blurred beyond recognition, leaving him trapped in an eternal nightmare of his own making. In the end, it was his final story that became his ultimate undoing. As he penned his own demise, the world around him disintegrated into a vortex of darkness, consuming him whole. Samuel's fate was sealed, forever condemned to wander within the realm of his own twisted imagination, forever haunted by the horrors he once wrote. And so, the cautionary tale of Samuel, the writer whose words bore terrible consequences, became a chilling legend whispered among aspiring authors. A reminder that within the depths of imagination lies a power so immense, it can transform even the most innocuous of stories into a horrifying reality.